Coronation Street broadcasts dramatic summer scene as Corriedale aftermath unfolds. Tonight, Coronation Street showcased an intense outburst from Summer Spellman as she continues to grapple with the devastating loss of Billy Mayhew. The vicar tragically died during the multi-car accident in the Corriedale crossover episode, which was initially thought to have been caused by Debbie Webster. After Billy's passing, the Weatherfield community came together to honor him, covering his doorstep with flowers. Yet, while the residents attempt to move forward, his ex-boyfriend Todd Grimshaw and adopted daughter Summer are left to arrange his funeral. In this evening's episode, Billy's body arrived at Shuttleworth's funeral home earlier than expected. Both Todd and Summer were taken aback when the private ambulance pulled up, intensifying their sorrow. Spending a moment alone with Billy, Summer confided in Asha Alahan about the unfairness of losing her father. In her anger, she placed the blame squarely on Debbie, even though viewers know the true cause was Todd's abusive partner, Theo Silverton, trapping Billy in the minibus before it exploded. "Why did this happen? He didn't deserve to die," Summer shouted. "He's dead because that idiot was drink driving. Debbie Webster killed him. I hope she spends the rest of her life in jail." Later, on the cobbles, Debbie's husband Ronnie attempted to lift her spirits before her upcoming sentencing. Their laughter caught Summer's attention, leading her to confront Debbie in anger. "Billy is my dad, lying in the undertakers because of you, and you're laughing? Death from dangerous driving? That's sick. It's basically murder," she yelled, striking Debbie across the face. Summer insisted that this confrontation still didn't deliver the justice Billy deserved and was led away by Todd. Although Ronnie tried to defend Debbie, she tearfully admitted she deserved the slap. As viewers are aware, Debbie is actually shielding Carl, the real driver of the car. Her unyielding loyalty to her brother was further explained yesterday when it was revealed she is Carl's biological mother. Despite knowing about Carl's wrongdoing and manipulations, Debbie chose to take full responsibility for the incident in order to protect him. How long will she continue to carry the blame for her son's actions? Leanne takes a daring step in Coronation Street that could provoke deadly Maggie. Friday's episode on the cobbles will see Leanne stumble upon shocking news. Megan Walsh is expecting a baby. This revelation prompts Leanne to reflect on her own past and consider an unexpected new path for her life. During a lighthearted coffee catch-up at Roy's Rolls with Eva Price and Mary Taylor, Megan receives an appointment reminder on her phone, which immediately catches Leanne's attention. Later, Leanne and Eva find Megan in tears, and after a bit of gentle coaxing, Megan confides that she is pregnant. What neither woman realizes, however, is that Megan is a dangerous predator, currently grooming Eva's underage stepson, Will Driscoll. Carefully hiding the truth, Megan claims the father is her official boyfriend, Daniel Osborne, and insists she is not ready to become a mother. She reveals she plans to have an abortion that very day. Feeling empathetic, Leanne draws on her own experience with her miracle baby. She tells Megan, "I've been where you are now. They said I couldn't have children. Then I had a one-night stand, and I had Oliver. My miracle baby. He's gone now, but I don't regret a thing. I wouldn't change it for the world." Oliver Battersby, born from a brief fling between Leanne and Steve McDonald, was cherished deeply by Leanne. His tragic death from mitochondrial disease remains one of the most heart-wrenching and memorable storylines in Coronation Street history. Despite Leanne's advice to pause and think, Megan has made up her mind and heads to the clinic. Later, Leanne finds herself reflective and unsettled by the memories she revisited. Confiding in Eva at the rover's return, she vents, "What am I still doing here? Working in a curry house on these rainy cobbles?" Seeking a fresh start, Leanne decides to make a bold move. "I'm going to sell my share in Speed Doll, start over somewhere exciting, a new life with no baggage and no memories." However, her planning is interrupted when Maggie scolds Eva for having a glass of wine while on duty. Leanne encourages Eva not to tolerate Maggie's overbearing behavior. But Eva has another idea. Buy out Maggie's share so they can run the pub together. "Me and you running the Rovers. It would be amazing," she exclaims. Leanne, clearly tempted by the thought, doesn't object. There's just one person who would definitely not be thrilled: Maggie. The sharp-tongued Rover's owner has always been cold toward Eva as her daughter-in-law and is fiercely protective of her family. So much so that she once killed her husband by throwing him down the stairs during a furious argument. If Maggie is capable of murder, how will she respond to Eva and Leanne trying to take over her pub? Coronation Street reveals Sally's latest Tim rant, and it sends Carla over the edge. Next week on Coronation Street, viewers will see tensions flare in Sally and Tim Metcalf's marriage, with Lisa Swain and Carla Connor inevitably drawn into the drama. As the couple faces a mini-crisis, the question is, can their friends intervene and help restore peace between the Metcalfs? The drama unfolds when a distressed Sally unexpectedly turns up at number 6 with some post for Carla. On the surface, it looks like a simple delivery, but it quickly becomes clear that Sally has a deeper motive. She's desperate for someone to confide in and vent her frustrations. After being persuaded to stay for a while, Sally begins to talk about the recent difficulties in her relationship with Tim. What starts as a few complaints soon escalates into a full-blown rant, as she shares every worry, annoyance, and frustration she has been bottling up. Lisa, ever the supportive friend, offers a sympathetic ear as Sally unpacks her feelings in detail. She listens patiently to every story and grievance, trying to provide reassurance. But behind the venting, the question remains, is Sally exaggerating the problems, or is there genuinely trouble brewing for the Metcalfs? A Coronation Street insider reassures fans, don't worry too much about Sally and Tim. The scenes are actually very funny. They are a solid couple, but they are also very different in personality, which can sometimes lead to friction at home. Sally just needs a place to offload, and number 6 seems perfect for that. Lisa knows a thing or two about relationship drama herself, so she can definitely relate and offer some guidance. However, Sally's nonstop moaning soon tests the patience of everyone at number 6, particularly Carla, who is already trying to manage her own busy life and responsibilities. Frustrated by Sally's constant complaints, Carla takes matters into her own hands. She contacts Tim directly, insisting that he comes to pick Sally up before she drives everyone around her mad. According to the insider, Carla already has to deal with Sally at work, so having her constantly vent at home is becoming too much. She hopes that Tim arriving in person to smooth things over will calm the situation and benefit everyone involved. Carla wants Sally and Tim to get back on track before things escalate further. Meanwhile, outside of this comic subplot, darker storylines are looming for the couple. The show is planning to revisit Tim's troubling past involving Tricia Pinkerton, who developed an inappropriate relationship with him when he was just 14 years old. These revelations are set to play a key role in Tim's involvement in the ongoing Will and Megan storyline, which will highlight issues of vulnerability and exploitation. Producer Kate Brooks explained, Tim's storyline with Will is incredibly important. He will start to see just how young and vulnerable Will is, and he will begin to realize that the situation he experienced with Tricia was completely wrong and unacceptable. This journey will allow Tim to confront his past, and it will be a powerful, emotional arc for the character. It's going to take time, but it's one that will challenge him and allow the audience to see a more reflective side of Tim. Brooks also confirmed that Carla and Lisa will have positive developments following their recent dark ordeal involving Becky Swain. There's a bright road ahead for both Carla and Lisa, and audiences will get to see them supporting each other and strengthening their bond after everything they've been through, she said. As Sally vents and Tim is drawn into new challenges, the week ahead on Coronation Street promises a mix of heartfelt moments, comedy, and emotional tension, all while testing relationships, loyalties, and personal boundaries across the cobbles. Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.